Hey, what up, everybody? This is Talon Williams, and this is the Raw review for Monday, January 13th, right here on Netflix. Let's get it cracking. So we kick it off with CM Punk coming to the ring, saying that, he finally beat Seth Rollins. He's moving on to bigger and better things. He's going to the Royal Rumble, but then Seth Rollins comes out and says, I am going to win the Royal Rumble. To keep you from winning the Royal Rumble, they're going to keep this thing going to WrestleMania, I think. And then Drew McIntyre shows up, and then all of a sudden, Punk's like, hey, I'll fight you, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Seth. He wants to fight Seth. Seth wants to fight him. Eventually, Drew does the heelish thing and backs away. So obviously that fight's not going to happen until next Monday when Seth Rollins goes one-on-one against Drew McIntyre in a WrestleMania rematch for next week's Raw. I think it'll be a pretty good matchup, but that's how it started. And then it shows Chad Gable going one-on-one with a mystery luchador. And I think we all know who that mystery luchador was. PENTA. PENTA is here. As Michael Cole said, it was the worst kept secret in professional wrestling. PENTA and Chad Gable go out there and they put on what we in the business call a clinic. Honest to God, this was the best match that I've ever seen from PENTA. I watched a little bit of his stuff in Lucha Underground. I watched some of his stuff in AEW, but this to me, psychology-wise, selling-wise, this match was an unbelievable match. This match already, to me, is up there as one of the best matches. I know 2025 just started, but damn it, this match was incredible. Chad Gable was a very good opponent. These were styles clashes, but man, this match, unbelievable. Probably the best match of the whole night. PENTA picks up the win and then gets on the microphone and has a very good, very passionate speech about how he's proud to be here. He couldn't wait. He's been waiting for the moment to be in WWE. And there's a lot of AEW faithful who are upset that PENTA would even go to WWE because where's the loyalty to AEW? First of all, shut your mouth. Second of all, appreciate the fact that this man's now getting paid. He's working somewhere he wants to work, and you should be happy that he's advancing his career instead of being butthurt that he's not wrestling for your favorite wrestling promotion. After that, we move on to this matchup between Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser. Yeah, anytime I see Sheamus in a match, I already know it's going to be some hard hits. And Ludwig Kaiser, man, probably one of the most underrated guys in the company right now. Very, very good. This match, hard-hitting, fast action. Sheamus wins with a bro kick. Pretty standard match, but at the same time, it was hard-hitting, man. And it was a really, really, really good match. So after that match, Gunther comes to the ring, says that nobody can beat him for the World Heavyweight Championship. There's nobody who can take his spot. There's nobody who can beat him. Here comes Jey Uso. Jey Uso goes out there, yeets. Everybody goes crazy for the entrance. He gets in the ring, and Gunther proceeds to break him down and says that he's nothing more than a glorified tag team wrestler. I wonder how many times we've heard that trope over the years. But Jey Uso wasn't having it, man. He told him straight up, the people like you think that people like me can't do it. I'm going to show you that I can do it. And at Saturday night's main event, he's going to go out there and it's going to be a one-on-one match between Gunther and Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship at the next Saturday night's main event, which is the same night as AEW All In. Oh, no. The very next match was Lyra Valkyria versus Dakota Kai to crown the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Championship. This match was pretty deep. The only spot that people care to talk about this match was the damn suplex from the outside apron of the ring to the floor. And I'm thinking, damn, these girls want this, don't they? Of course, the winner ended up being Lyra Valkyria. Dakota Kai holds her hand in solidarity. They hug after the match. It was really good. Did I think Dakota Kai deserved it? Maybe a little bit more, yeah. But they see something in Lyra Valkyria, so Lyra is the one who becomes the first ever inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion. Overall, I thought the match was good. It didn't wow me or was completely spectacular. But you could definitely tell these girls put a whole lot of work into this match, and overall, I thought it was okay. Then at some point, because I missed it because I had to go to the restroom, Karrion Kross said that the Wyatt Six are now on SmackDown, and then Sami Zayn was going to go talk to Adam Pearce, and The Miz said something to him, and then next thing you know, it had Sami Zayn versus The Miz. So, yeah, this match happened. It was an okay match. I mean, it was your solid run-of-the-mill, Monday Night Raw match. Sami Zayn wins with a Blue Thunder Bomb, not the Helluva Kick, which was strange to me, but Sami Zayn picks up the win. It was a good, solid match. Nothing to write home about, but it was still a good match. Mommy's back on top. Rhea Ripley comes to the ring and gives this big salvo speech about being back in the catbird seat, being the Women's World Heavyweight Champion. And then And then Nia Jax shows up through the portal or whatever it is. Now they're doing something where people can go back and forth from different show to show. I'm like, all right, whatever. But anyway, safe to say she runs her mouth a little bit, and they just so happen to be in San Jose, California, which is the hometown of Bayley. And Bayley was there as show of solidarity for her hometown or whatever. And then fights break out, scuffle. Nia pushes Bayley, then she pushes Rhea, and then they both take her out. Nia goes off in defeat, but it's fine. Nevertheless, they did make a precursor to Bayley being the number 1 contender to the WWE Women's Championship, which she will be going up against Tiffany Stratton this Friday night on SmackDown. I really got to get cable so I can keep up with that show too. But the main event, Damian Priest versus Finn Balor in a street fight. This match was way more violent than I thought it was going to be, and really for only one spot. All this carnage right here, going through a table where they fight in the crowd. Damian Priest, it looks like, for a second I thought he was going to suplex him, but then he turns it into a Falcon's arrow straight through 2 tables. You can kind of see the crash pad here, but that's beside the point. But yeah, this match was like, oh my God, like that happened? So then they're wheeling Finn Balor out on a stretcher, and you're thinking, okay, this is weird. Okay, did he get hurt for real? Like, what happened? And then Damian Priest is like, nope. And then he goes and beats him up a little bit more, throws him back into the ring. They do a couple of other spots here and there. Carlito and JD McDonough, who for some reason had the pants of Beetlejuice on that night for some reason. I don't know what. I'm sorry. Like, I like JD McDonough as a wrestler, but dude looks like a human Funko Pop. But that's beside the point. They get ready to do something to Damian Priest. Then here comes the War Raiders out there. They take out Carlito and JD McDonough, which leaves this. Damian Priest hitting South of Heaven on Finn Balor as he says the phrase, and I quote, "I am not my brother's keeper." Pretty good ending to what is hopefully the end of the Damian Priest versus Judgment Day storyline. Hopefully that's the end of it. I don't know if they're going to continue, but we'll see what happens. But I thought it was an okay ending to Monday Night Raw. Overall, I thought Raw was good. I don't think it was as good as last week. I thought PENTA and Chad Gable's match was the best match on the card. The Miz and Sami Zayn was probably the weakest. Not weak in terms of it was a bad match, but weak in terms of it was the worst of the matches that were there. We got a lot of good story built up. Obviously, they're going to put Jey Uso to be in the number 1 contender. And, yeah, it should be good. So, next week on Raw, you are finally going to see the rematch between Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins. The New Day is going to be in action, and JBL is going to be returning for some ungodly reason. I don't know why. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What did you guys think about this week's episode of Raw? Make sure you like this video, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Peace.